So this is the mackerel. I buy the mackerel actually from an Asian store. That's where you find this one, this type of fish. So I'm just going to go ahead and open it up, and then I'm going to gut it. So I start by just using a sharp knife and going in here like this. You can actually, if you buy it, you can actually ask them to gut it for you, but I didn't do that because it was already frozen. You can buy the one that is fresh, not frozen, and then they will gut it for you. But that's all. You just open it like that, and then remove the gut as well as remove the one from the head. Remove all the stuff from the head, so that when the mackerel is done cooking. So once I finish, I'm just going to wash it out. Okay, everything is all cleaned out. That's it. Okay, so I'm just patting it dry with a paper towel. Just pat it dry, and then I'm going to score it. I'm going to use a knife and make, you don't have to, but I just like how it comes out. Just gonna put 2 lines like that, and that's it. I don't add anything to this mackerel. You don't need to add anything to it. Oops. There. I'm going to put it in the oven. This is a parchment paper. I like to use a parchment paper so that it doesn't stick. So I just add the fish this way on a baking sheet, a baking tray with a parchment paper, and now I'm going to put it in the oven, which is already at 400 degrees Celsius, and I'm going to bake it for about 10 minutes, and then I'll turn it over to the broil so that it will bake from the top as well. Here for about 10 minutes. It cooks very fast. Mackerel doesn't take time to cook, and then I'm going to turn it over. Here is our mackerel toasting up very nicely. This has been in the oven for just 5 minutes, and you can see already mackerel doesn't take time to cook. And also, when you're making mackerel, make sure that you open your windows, whether you're grilling it or whether you are frying it. Make sure that you open all your doors and your windows, because mackerel can have its fish. Well, all fish have stinky odor, but because mackerel is an oil fish, the odor can linger for a long time. So this is the mackerel now out of the oven. You can see how they look. It's looking so nice. It is just looking so amazing. So you can do this at home like you saw, and if you see here, you see a lot of the oil that have collected out. You know that mackerel is very rich in omega-3. This is the omega-3 oil. Don't throw the oil away. Now you're going to be asking, how can you use mackerel? You can use mackerel to do a whole lot. You can use it to prepare different dishes, especially if you're an African. You already know what to use mackerel for. But for non-Africans, you can eat the mackerel as is. It's still very hot. I just brought it out of the oven. You can eat it as it is with nothing. You can eat it with anything you want to eat it with as well. But for this one, I'll be using it to prepare some nice delicious meal for my family, and then I will have a little bit of it to eat as well, because my mouth is watering just looking at the mackerel now.